Long, long ago, in a quiet little village, lived two men who shared the same name, Claus. Yet their lives and fates could not have been more different. Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived two men named Claus. One owned 4 strong horses, and people called him Great Claus. The other had just 1 horse, and he was known as Little Claus. Every Sunday, Great Claus would drive 5 horses to plow the fields, while Little Claus could only lend his 1 horse to help. His heart was filled with both admiration and helplessness. When the neighbors saw the 5 horses plowing the fields, they often exclaimed, "Little Claus is so strong." These words stirred jealousy in Great Claus's heart. One day, Great Claus angrily warned, "If you dare let people think those horses are yours again, I will kill your horse." The next day, Little Claus once again allowed the villagers to mistake the horses for his. Great Claus lost his temper, raised his axe, and killed Little Claus's only horse. Little Claus was heartbroken, but he refused to give up. He skinned the horse, hoping he might trade the hide for some food or money. That night, he carried the horse hide toward the town. Along the way, he came upon a farmhouse, glowing with warmth, where a merry feast was taking place inside. Peeking through the window, Little Claus saw a table filled with food and wine. His stomach rumbled, and his mouth watered. Cleverly, he placed the hide by the door and pretended it could speak. He called out, "My hide tells me there's a feast hidden under your table." The people inside were astonished, believing the hide had magic. They handed over the delicious food to Little Claus. Not only that, they also gave him a bag full of gold coins, which filled his heart with joy. Little Claus returned home with food and gold, hiding them carefully. He couldn't stop smiling. When Great Claus heard that Little Claus had grown rich from a horsehide, greed sparked in his heart. He quickly slaughtered all his horses and tried to sell their hides at the market, but he got nothing in return. Great Claus gnashed his teeth in fury, convinced Little Claus had tricked him, and vowed to take revenge. In the dead of night, he stuffed Little Claus into a sack, planning to throw him into the river and drown him. While Great Claus stepped away, Little Claus tricked a passing herdsman into climbing into the sack in his place. When Great Claus returned, unaware of the switch, he threw the sack into the river and walked away, satisfied. Soon after, Little Claus reappeared, driving a herd of cattle, claiming they were gifts from the river. Great Claus, blinded by greed, leapt into the river to find his fortune. But the waters swallowed him whole, and he was never seen again. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to come back next time for more. Good night and sweet dreams.